Hi guys. So one thing I wanted to touch on, I wanted to talk about this right at the end of that last video, and I forgot. One thing that's very, very important for us is to be able to pull all of this information and say, okay, which one, when I'm out in the field and I'm troubleshooting and I'm measuring values, which one am I actually going to care about? So it's a very, very valuable thing. We need to understand where it all comes from, but how do I use this information? Which one's going to pertain directly to what I'm doing? And a lot of the times when we're using voltmeters and ammeters, that's what we care about. Jason, where am I going to see a value of voltage on a voltmeter? What of these values of current am I actually going to see on an ammeter? So we know that voltmeters, the common ones that we use, are going to be calibrated to an RMS voltage. So if I were to hook up a voltmeter, just use a different color here, and I was to try to measure, okay, I would see 120 volts. Okay, if I were to measure across R1, if I was to measure across this coil, if I was to measure across R3, I would see that RMS value. The biggest one that I get asked is about current. So if I were to measure, if I was to hook on, take a clamp on ammeter and try to measure a value of current right there, which one is actually going to show up? It is going to be this total value of current, because that ammeter is calibrated in a way that it will measure and it won't distinguish between active and reactive. It will take those values, do the calculation for you based on the manufacturer's parameters, and give you this value of current. Because I really, in the end, I need to know that is how much current is flowing through my circuit. If I'm trying to size my conductors, it's based on that 7.68 amps, that measurable value of current. When the engineers and when they're determining conductors and its allowable ampacity, they are looking for absolutely everything else. Okay, but when we're worried about sizing that conductor and we go into the field and say, okay, do I need a number 10, number 12, a 750 kc mil, what am I actually looking for? It's based on, all of those calculations are done for us, and it's based on that total, that thing I could walk up and measure, which would be that 7.68 amps. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of finish with that note because it's something that gets asked quite often, and it's a very, very valuable question to ask and to think about. Okay, what am I going to use? Which one of these values do I care about when I'm staring at the face of my meter? Okay, so I hope this has helped just to kind of solidify the last of these few points. If you've got any questions, please reach out and ask. Look forward to seeing you later.